Hello my beautiful soul tribe, welcome back to my channel. This is Neethu. So as you know the title already, you have read the title, and I am assuming that is the reason you have clicked on this video to know what exactly is going on, what is this new vision or the message that we have for you today from Sushanth. Yes, I have done 3 videos earlier on my dreams and visions that I have received from Sushanth, and also for those of you who are new to this channel who have clicked in for the first time to know more about the topic on Sushanth. I don't go and tap into the energy of Sushanth or anybody who have passed on. I don't do that. I feel absolutely unethical to be forcing souls to speak up and tell what is going on. I am not that person. I'll never do that. I have never done that. Whatever the vision that comes to me on its own is what I share with you. So this is my next video on the vision or the messages that I got from Sushanth. Alright, and first part is about something that I had in my mind for quite some time from the time I watched this video of Huff, that Huff paranormal investigator who recently uploaded so many videos on Sushanth speaking over the sound box or ghost box or whatever they call the astral doorway, that what he tells about the device that he uses. I kind of wanted to believe this as all of you are believing, because somewhere deep down it feels like Sushanth's voice, because it is so vocal, it is so clear that it feels like it is Sushanth's voice. So part of me wanted to believe, but the bigger part of me didn't want to believe, because we are in this channeling information, talking to the passed on ones, or with the guides and angels that we speak to on a daily basis to receive messages and get guidance. And we do a tarot reading. I do a tarot reading and stuff for others as well. I sense energy, I feel energy. I'm an empathic person, and that is where most of my information comes from, where I feel energy and I know that there is something going on. You can Google clairsentience and clairvoyance is what my strongest place of receiving information, like visions and signs and symbols. So we exactly know what or how the stuffs work, right? There are 2 things that you'll have to know, that we have something called as channeling, and there is the second part which is called as mediumship, for which we actually do not have evidence. Like, we cannot just tell them or show people how it is done, right? So this is a feeling, this is the emotion. When we are connecting with spirits, when we do a channeling, we are kind of receiving the messages from them through visions, through kind of a movie playing in our mind's eye, or a vision or a picture, or these emotions and the feelings, right? When we are trying to tap into, or the spirit is coming through, or the passed on loved one is coming through to give a message, for me personally, they kind of make me feel what they are feeling. Like, I suddenly feel sad when they connect with me, so it is their way of telling that they are sad, or they will show an image or a vision or something that is very prominent for their loved one, or for me to decipher what is that a message that they are giving, right? So that is how they speak. All right, so there has been never such incidents where they'll just speak using their voice, because there is no voice, there is no way of you hear them speak. It will be mostly in your own voice, but the interpretation that you're making will be based on the messages and the feelings and the emotions through which they speak, right? So it happens very rarely that our angels and guides will actually sit in front of us and speak to us one-on-one. It happens very rarely. I'm not denying that it has never happened. There are people who can actually do that. They can sit and talk to them directly, and that doesn't happen all the time. It happens once in a while, right? So that is channeling. And there is the second part which is called as mediumship, where a spirit speaks through you. Like, you act as a vessel for the spirit to come and speak through you using your voice, your vocals, your like you are an instrument through which the passed on ones or the spirits or angels and guides will speak through you, right? So that is called as mediumship. In channeling, we are not doing a mediumship where we are not allowing the spirit to come through you. You are only receiving the messages from them, and you are the connector between the spirit world and the person who is sitting in front of you to receive messages. And that is what we do whenever we do the tarot reading or any sorts of reading or any divinations that we do. And there is this mediumship where we actually let ourselves open, with of course with a lot of protection, for the spirit to come through us and speak to the person, whoever is sitting there, whoever is in need of message. So these are the two things that happens if you have to understand a spiritual or esoteric way of connecting to spirit world. And there is this third form where they use all technology, all gadgets like the ghost box and all of it, and they try to get signal, the EMF, the energy field and all. Yeah, there is this photography as well through which you can know your aura. So that is all true, but hardly there is any instance where there can be any vocal way, like spirit just giving you a message. That doesn't happen, or at least that I know of. So this was there in my mind. I just wanted to tell you very clearly what we are discussing here. So yeah, this was there in my mind. Part of me, like all of you, want to believe that okay, Sushant is coming through to tell something. Since I channel Sushant's message, I know I'm sort of familiar with his energy, and yeah, as of now I'm familiar. First time it was really crazy for me to understand what is going on, but yeah, so I had this confusion in my mind, and I really was asking my guides and angels if this is true, if this is what is happening, is Sushant really coming through to give message? And they did not respond in a very clear way that yes or no. They told me that listen to your heart, and this is what they do. All spirit guides and angels and all the other worldly realm beings, they give us messages and hints and clues, because they are not allowed to speak to us in a way what we human beings sit and speak. It is not going to work that way with them. So this happened this morning when I woke up. I had this question in my mind, but as soon as I woke up, I was in this space where I was about to wake up, and I was still kind of asleep. I was not completely awake, where I kind of sensed Sushant's energy, or I felt Sushant's message coming through, and I didn't want to stop it, because I know this period is very crucial, where your mind is absolutely receptive to message. It is like a meditation, in the state of meditation. And what I heard, or if I've understood right, he clearly says no. All right, he says no, and the feeling that he gave me was absolute rejection of no. It is not that way, and spirit world doesn't work like that. Right, and I think there is something, or we'll have to go with our heart. We have to go with our gut feelings, whether it is true or not. It is for you to decipher. So I just wanted to give you a clarity between what is exactly, or how exactly we communicate with the spirit world. Right, and yeah, I got a message as no, it is highly unlikely is what I felt, and it is not possible, because they do not have the body, the vocal cords, or the sound. You need a lot of things in your body to have this, or this sound to come out. So that is not there. And also, it is not about logic. It is about how the spirit world works. They do not use language or voice or anything of those sort to communicate. It mostly happens through knowing. It's like they telepathically send you message through you just know. When you look at each other, they just convey message, and it is like it is received, it is sent and it is received. It's called as knowing, right? So that is how they communicate. And when they are communicating with human beings, it is absolutely difficult, because we are here in this 3D world where our perception and our senses are so limited, and they'll have a hard time communicating with us to give us accurate message, because our mind is involved here. So our mind is kind of interpreting the messages that they give. So there are chances that we may misinterpret it, or we have a hard time understanding those messages sometimes, right? So that is how the spirit world works, and that is how they communicate. And Steve Huff, I highly doubt. It is up to you to understand or decipher or discern between what is right and wrong. So that is one part of the story that I wanted to tell. I kind of sensed and felt, according to Sushanth, it is highly unlikely and no. All right, so that is something settled in my mind. I no longer will be watching those videos, and I don't think so it is true, or there is some sort of manipulation or something is going on which I think I'm going to stay away from that videos going forward. But it's absolutely up to you, because you are the one who is going to understand, and you're going to follow. You'll have to follow what is true to you, because everybody's beliefs differs. I'm not here to impose what I feel is true or what I heard is right. No, it is all up to everybody to do whatever they feel right. So this is just what I heard and what I feel. So I'm just here to share with you the story. Okay, the second part of the story that we are coming here, and this is absolutely crazy for me to be discussing or telling anything on these lines, because I never thought this is something exactly how I told you in my first video. I never thought I'll be speaking to Sushanth, and this is something that I'll really have to tell you, because this was really crazy. All right, so today in my meditation, I saw Sushanth again, and it is not that he's speaking something, and he hardly comes through these days. And I saw Sushanth, and I saw Jia Khan, right? Jia Khan, who was allegedly committed suicide according to the police in 2013. I have no remembrance of Jia Khan, or I was not bothered, or I wasn't really worried, or I wasn't digging anything about Jia Khan. But seeing Jia Khan along with Sushanth Singh, it feels like there is something in common, or there are some people who are in common, or there is something, or there is at least one thread that is tying these two cases, or these two situation together. Or maybe there are some common people involved, or they hired a same agency to kill these two, or the same pattern of lies that were made. But there is some similarity, or there is something in common between Jia Khan and Sushanth Singh. I'm not telling that they both are linked and this entire thing has happened because there is something interrelated. No, I'm not telling that. I'm just seeing Sushanth and Jia Khan and together, it was a kind of eyebrow raising thing, like wow, why? And yeah, this was crazy. I don't know how it is linked. I have no idea, but it feels like there is something common here. Maybe the people, or the gang, or the agency that killed them. I don't know, but yeah, that is what I saw. And it's like, I think it is quite clearer for me when I saw Jia's vision of what happened with her. I kind of felt like she was forced and dragged to tie to kill her or to hang her or something. She was forced to do it. She was very much unwilling. She was forced to do it. She was dragged, and she did fight, and I think she did a fair fight with whoever was trying to kill her. That is what it was shown to me, and it felt like she did really fight for her life, right? So there's something that happened with her as well, which is very much unclear. Everything is fishy in that situation as well. According to her mother, she doesn't believe that she was she could have committed suicide. No, her mother doesn't believe that. Yeah, and oh, I'm so sorry. I think I'll back whatever happened with Jiah. It was definitely not normal. I think there is something more to her story as well. Probably, I think it's time for her to get her justice as well, is what I feel, right? It's like I hope all of you are here are Hindi speakers. Most of you, like पाप का घड़ा जब भर गया होता है तो it's time for it to explode, right? So the time has come. Looks like the time has come. It is up to us to keep the fire going. As in my last video, this Sushant was telling, don't let the fire go off before it illuminates the truth, and that is exactly what we are supposed to be doing. And hopefully, both Sushant and Jiah gets their justice, and the faith will be restored on the humanity. There is really hope and a faith that we can still keep on our the officials, the police, or justice, that we are believing in others that they will bring us justice, right? So I think the faith has to be restored by all these people who have the powers actually to bring this truth out. All right. And another thing that I want to tell you before I forget, because when there was when I saw Jia Khan and then Sushanth Singh Rajput, in Jia, it felt like Jia Khan's was supposed to be the case which was to bring out many things, which was to bring out some very important faces, very familiar faces out, but it didn't happen. Actually, that was supposed to be a crucial case and a crucial opening or a face off kind of a case that was supposed to be. It didn't happen, and it felt like if that had happened, probably this day wouldn't have come for Sushant to face again kind of a similar fear of being an outsider there. Is something I felt. I think Jia Khan's case would have revealed a lot of things, and probably it would have limited or lessened the burden. Maybe people would have pulled themselves back from doing all this nonsense for at least for a long time, until people forget what happened with Jia Khan, by exposing everyone else who were involved in that. Probably this would have given enough space, and probably Sushant would not have faced so much if that case was solved in a very ethical and effective way, right? And that is something that feeling was very strong, because that was supposed to be a crucial and face off case which would have revealed a lot of big things in that Bollywood or anything outside world which was involved in her case as well. Yeah, that's all. I mean, it is up to you to understand or rope in the threads or connect the dots or whatever, but this is exactly what I saw. This really kind of made me feel sad, and only after coming out of meditation, I actually googled Jia Khan. I have never done it. I googled Jia Khan, and I was seeing her pictures to know what exactly happened with her, and I came across her mother's video where, oh, I'm so sorry, where she has posted the pictures of her injury, Jia Khan's injury, and that is absolutely hell. I mean, that cannot be, as you said, with so many injuries on her body, and there is something wrong, right? Something has to come out, and hopefully we pray that some big revelations, and hopefully we will succeed in giving justice to all these beautiful innocent souls, right? Yeah, I'm just thinking quickly if I have forgotten anything to mention. No, I think that's about it. If I recall, or if there is anything that I have to add, I'll make another video, but this is what it is. So it's up to you to understand whatever I have given you the information. It is up to your perception and your beliefs. You can just ignore and delete and move on with your life, or you want to see if there is something there in this. You can understand and decipher the meanings, but this is exactly what was shown to me, right? So yeah, Thank you so much for watching. If there's anything else, if any updates or any new dreams or visions or messages that I receive, I'll definitely come back to you. Love you all. Take care. Let the fire burn until it illuminates the truth completely. Will not let the fire go down, right? Wish you all a very good life and a wonderful weekend. Bye-bye.